living is easy to do. The things you wanted, I bought them for you. Graceless lady, you know who I am. You know I can't let you slide through my hands. Now you decided to show me the same. No sweet thing exists. Oh, off stage lines could make me feel bitter, treat you unkind. Nights in white satin, never reaching the end. Letters I've written, never meaning to send. Beauty I'd always missed with these eyes before. Just what the truth is, I can't say anymore, 'cause I love you. Yes, I love you. Oh, I love you. Gazing at people, some hand in hand, just what I'm going through, they can understand. Some try to tell me thoughts they cannot defend. Just what you want to be, you will be in the end. And I love you. Yes, I love you. Oh, I love you. Never reaching the end. Letters I've written, never meaning to send. Beauty I've always missed with these eyes before. Just what the truth is, I can't say anymore. 'Cause I love you. Yes, I love you. Oh, I love you. Something happening here. What it is ain't exactly clear. There's a man with a gun over there, telling me I got to beware. I think it's time we stop, children. What's that sound? Everybody look what's going down. Battle being wrong. Nobody's right if everybody's wrong. Young people speaking their minds are getting so much resistance from behind. Time we stop. Hey, what's that sound? Everybody look what's going down. What a field day for the heat. 1,000 people in the street, singing songs and a carrying signs, mostly say hooray for our side. It's time we stop. Hey, what's that sound? Everybody look what's going down. Paranoia strikes deep into your life, it will creep. It starts when you're always afraid. Step out of line, the man come and take you away. I'll give a little bit of my love to you. There's so much that we need to share, so send a smile and show you care. I'll give a little bit, I'll give a little bit of my life for you. So give a little bit, or give a little bit of your time to me. See the man with the lonely eyes, oh take his hand, you'll be surprised. Oh, take come along. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, 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 give a little bit, give a little bit of your love to me. I'll give a little bit, I'll give a little bit of my life for you. Now's the time that we need to share. So find yourself, we're on our way back home. Oh, going home. What you need to feel alone. Oh yeah, we gotta see. Ooh, you gotta get a feeling. Ooh, yeah, come along too. Come along too. Come on, come on, come along. Ooh, yeah, come along too. Come along too. Walk along right. Come a long way. Oh, sing it tonight.
No one knows what it's like to be the bad man, to be the sad man behind the blue eyes. No one knows what it's like to be hated, to be faded, to telling only lies. But my dreams, they aren't as empty as my conscience seems to be. I have hours only lonely. My love is vengeance that's never free. Knows what it's like to feel these feelings like I do, and I blame you. be the bad man, to be the sad man behind blue eyes.
Well, I started out down a dirty road. Started out all alone, and the sun went down as I crossed the hill, and the town lit up. The world got still. I'm learning to fly, but I ain't got wings. Coming down is the hardest thing. Well, the good old days may not return, and the rocks might melt, and the seed may burn. I'm learning to fly, but I ain't got wings. Coming down is the hardest thing. Some say life will beat you down, break your heart, steal your crown. So I've started out for God knows where. I guess I'll know when I get there. I'm learning to fly around the clouds. What goes up must come down. To everything, turn, turn, turn. There is a season, turn, turn, turn. And a time to every purpose under heaven. A time to build up, a time to break down, a time to dance, a time to mourn, a time to cast away stones, a time to gather stones together. To everything, turn, turn, turn. There is a season, turn, turn, turn. And a time to every purpose under heaven. A time of love, a time of hate, a time of war, a time of peace, a time you may embrace, a time to refrain from embracing. To everything, turn, turn, turn. There is a season, turn, turn, turn. And a time to every purpose under heaven. A time to gain, a time to lose, a time to rend, a time to sow, a time for love, a time for hate, a time for peace. I swear it's not too late. Loving you isn't the right thing to do. How can I ever change things that I feel? If I could, maybe I'd give you my world. How can I, when you won't take it from me? You can go your own way, go your own way. You can call it another lonely day.
pinball. That's deaf, dumb, and blind kid. Sure plays a mean pinball. I thought I was somebody table king. I just handed my pinball crown to him.
Well, I hate to cut off The Who, one of the greatest bands in the world ever, but we've got to because it's Saturday night and it is Fast 50 time, everybody. Good evening, how are we doing? Another weekend has arrived and it's... I don't know, it's been a tough week. The weather, up and down, up and down. Can I go for a run? Shall I take an umbrella? I don't know. It's just a nightmare, isn't it? But hopefully we're heading into summer. If things are going to get better, aren't they? That's what we want. Nice weather and a chance to get outside. That would be lovely. So we're already getting started over on the chat. Good evening to Andre, first to sign in tonight. Well done you. Vlad, Wana and Maruna all joining us. If you are tuning in on the Facebook, YouTube feed, sorry, make sure you come and say hello in the chat. It's so much more fun if you chat to me as the evening goes on. Keeps me entertained. It gives me stuff to talk about because I have got, an hour of stuff that I need to fill in here. So give me something to talk about. Good evening, Dana. Okay, so what have we got tonight? Well, this is going to be a good one. Tonight, it's rock. It's rock music all the way. And I was waiting for this young lady down here to tune in because my favourites to win tonight, and they're always my favourites, obviously, my scorekeeper, Alina, and her boy, Mihai, they know their rock music. Alina, Mihai, I need a top 10 finish minimum from you tonight, if not a whole lot better. So the whole thing is about rock music tonight. Now, the genre of rock music, as we have discovered, James and I, as we've been writing this quiz together this week, is quite sort of grey, I suppose you could say, because... you know, some people think rock and they're instantly going AC/DC, Metallica, Iron Maiden, you know, they're heavy metal bands. They do fall into rock, but you can also, to some degree, maybe class Coldplay and the Beatles and the Stones, of course. They're all rock stars, you know. David Bowie, probably the greatest rock star ever. T-Rex, one of my favourite bands ever. So, you know what? As long as it's not pop and opera and hip-hop, it's probably in here tonight, all right? So let's talk about what happened on Wednesday. This was your final scoreboard from Wednesday. Very exciting quiz it was. We know that some of you might have had problems with your scoreboards, and I apologise for that. Obviously, it's out of my control a little bit because I don't run my quiz, but we did pass on your messages to them, and they are looking into anything that you passed on to me. But it was an exciting quiz, and everybody that you can see on screen here won a prize. First of all, Crowley and Bula picked up the top two prizes there. Well done to you two. So the prizes were this week beer, wasn't it? Beer and cider. So Clark Cider delivering to Crowley, Bula and Dwight Schrute both receiving gifts from the Hop Hooligans. Everybody else on there picks up a pizza from Jerry's Pizza. So well done to you if you got into the top 10. And we also ran our first 10 random questions. As you can see, we had somebody called Dwight Schrute. Nice to see he got into the top 3. They were all on the Office US. And I have got the subject that's been given to us by our person that finished 100th on Wednesday. And I'll tell you about it at the end of the quiz. That 10 questions will be included on Wednesday night. So anybody else saying hello? Hopefully a few of you are. Yeah, Mihai's here. About time, mate. I was expecting you to get in. I mean, really, if ever there was a quiz made for you, Mihai, it is tonight. Really, it is, isn't it? Good evening to James, our guest writer tonight, and Raluca. Please, let Raluca play, James. I know that she hasn't contributed to the question, so... you know, give it to her. Let her play. Yes, it is, Wana. The theme is established, and as I say, I will tell you about that later on. Delia making a very good point. Even if music, and rock music in particular, is not your strong point, doesn't matter. Just take a guess all the way, because all the questions, of course, are multiple choice. And for those of you that maybe haven't played for a while or are joining us for the first time, this is how the scoring works. For those of you that have done this loads of times, you can just go and make a cup of tea or something. But quite simply, you will get multiple answer questions, and all you've got to do is click on the correct answer. 5 points if you get it right, 0 points if you get it wrong. And there are a couple of questions in here, one near the beginning, one near the middle, one near the end, that have multiple answers, okay? So all you've got to do with those questions is click all the correct possible answers. There will be 3 in each of these questions, and you get 5 points for each one you get right, meaning a total of 15 points because you got 3 of them right. But if you get just one wrong, the other ones that you got right are now only worth 1 point. So you have to be very, very careful. So if you have 3 possible answers and you only get 2 of them right, you would only score 2 points, 1 for each of the 2 correct answers because you got the third one wrong. If you got all 3 of them, you would have got 15. If you get just one of them, you get just 1. It does make sense, really. Speed bonus is very important, as we have seen in the last couple of quizzes. Every single question has a 3 to 1 point bonus system, which means if you're fastest 3, second fastest 2, and third fastest 1 point. That really can come into play as we go. And I've just mentioned him, but and he doesn't know I've got this, but what a picture. Let's say hello to our guest writer tonight, James. James is a regular at our quiz. He's won the quiz a few times with his team, How I Wet Your Mother. Apparently, is that a mandolin? I mean, what is it? What are you playing? And can you actually play it? Are you just posing, James, or is that actually something that you can play? I know that you can play the guitar, but can you play that? I don't know. I found that on your Facebook. You have to be careful if you're friends with me, because I will go and find cool pictures if you are a guest writer. So thank you to James. He's worked with me this week. 99% of what you see or hear this evening and what you'll be answering, they will be questions set by James. The only thing that I did was change 1 or 2, just literally 1 or 2, because they related to things that maybe we've asked quite recently, and it just seemed a bit of a nonsense to put them in again. But thank you, James. The questions are great, as a lot of you will find out very, very soon. Hope you like the picture. Yeah, where did I find that, James? It's on your Facebook page. I had to go for about 200 pictures, but I found it. It is a mandolin. There you go. He doesn't know how to play it, but I did know it was a mandolin. Good evening, Jon. Good evening, Gaza and the Bakers. Gary, is everybody joining in tonight, or is it just you? I know you're a big Foo Fighters fan. You're going to be after one of our prizes tonight, which we'll show in a second. But hopefully we're going to get lots of people playing. And remind people, if you've got people that should be playing tonight, quickly send them a message. If you can't see them online, say, hurry up, the quiz is starting. It will start in about 6 or 7 minutes. Your countdown is approaching 6 minutes, but the quiz, as always, will start as and when I decide it should start. Right, should we talk about prizes? Yeah, let's talk about prizes, because our top prizes are always very good. And here are the prizes for the winner and the runner-up. Thank you once again to the awesome Mexican restaurant El Torito. You can go along and have some Corona and some nachos and some fajitas and some burritos and basically whatever you fancy. The winner will get 200 lei, the runner-up 100 lei, and you don't have to go out to El Torito because actually they will home deliver this to you. So you'll be able to order that food from Monday night. I'll pass your details on this evening. They'll get it in the system by Monday. You can order from Monday and any time next week. So the winner, 200 lei, the runner-up, 100 lei. And if you'd like to support one of our cool local restaurants, El Torito, if you fancy getting some Mexican in, there is their telephone number, 07281766059. You can email altorito@altorito.ro or look them up on Facebook, al.torito.bucharest. That would be very nice if you did order from them, and I know that some of you have been, but please keep supporting them because I want them to stay open, because they are an awesome restaurant. Spot prizes then, here we go. We've got some theme stuff for you, as I promised. Third place tonight is going to get the really quite cool book, This Is a Call. It's the life and times of Dave Grohl of Nirvana and the Foo Fighters, of course. I have got it sitting next to me, ready to hand out to whoever finishes in third place tonight. Finishing 25th place this evening. And we have our first Funko Pop to hand out, which is a Metallica one of Lars Ulrich, the drummer from Metallica. That will be yours if you finish in 25th place. And then, yes, they're DVDs, but and everybody's got a PlayStation or an Xbox, so you can still play DVDs, and you need to, because this is really cool. I've had 2 of these for a couple of weeks, been waiting to find a reason to hand them out, and they are really cool because we've played one ourselves. It is a DVD Ultimate Rock Quiz, which you can play at home, and it comes with the little score sheets and things like that. I've got 2 of them left. 50th and 100th place tonight, you'll get one of those each, and they are great fun to play. There's loads of questions in there, 500 questions as you can see, and they've got pictures and video and stuff, and it's just really, really cool. So 2 of those to hand out tonight as well. Then we've got one which is off topic if you like, but it is our regular sponsor. 75th place will be Quest Mission Escape Room, the live series. They have got a really fantastic live online escape room that you can do with 2 other households, which means that 3 people can log in from 3 different web addresses or email addresses, and you can do it together. So that's pretty funky. 75th place tonight. I just need your details and I will organise that for you. And then we have a very nice prize for our top Patreon. and lots of people were liking this on Facebook today because here he is. We've got Eddie. Eddie, this is the Funko Pop, the Number of the Beast Eddie. And it does come with the little devil standing next to him as well. So you get 2 for the price of 1. And that will be awarded to our top silver or gold Patreon this evening. So it pays to be a silver or a gold Patreon. We always try and bung an extra prize in there for you guys to say thank you for being so supportive. And Eddie will go to one of you this evening, which does of course mean that if you finish in first, second or third and you are a silver or a gold Patreon, you well might win 2 prizes because you'll get the first, second or third prize and you'll get the top silver or gold Patreon prize. And that has happened a few times. Alina's asking, where's Matt? I'm thinking you're meaning Matt Ball, which I know for a fact because he sent me a picture. They are barbecuing early so they can play the quiz. So they will definitely be in. Andre, good evening to you. My little brother is here to watch because I know you've got the kids tonight, Matt. It might be a little bit difficult for you to tap away, but if you can join in, that would be good. Matthew, my brother, definitely one question in here tonight that I know you will absolutely love. Jon is loving the Funko Pop. I've actually got them here. So look, just to show you, I have got the book ready to hand out. We've got the DVDs ready to go. And here is Lars. He's got to go. Oh, the light is bad, but there's Lars. That's going to one of you tonight. And here he is, the one that everybody wants, but there's only like 30 or so of you that can actually win it. There is Eddie, all right? There, he's coming home to one of you. And so good news, I suppose, very good news, is, as you know, some bars and what have you can open with their terraces. And from the 1st of June, both the Hop and Mojo will be opening their terraces. They announced it today. They are limited, very limited to the amount of people can sit there. But if you fancy going out for a beer, going back to our old haunts, please do. And what I will try and do, because I'm aware that we might not be doing a quiz or an event at these places for quite a while, and I've got so many prizes that have been won by you guys, I do want to get them to you. So what I might do, one coming Friday or Saturday maybe, is take all the prizes to either the Hop or Mojo, and I'll just stay there all day. I'll do some work on my laptop and you can come and pass by and pick up your prizes. Now, I'm not sure when I'm going to do that, but I am aware that we've got prizes that people want that you thoroughly deserve to have because you've won them, including the ones from tonight. So watch this space. I will work on something and we will make sure that we get the prizes to you. And frankly, I don't mind going and sitting on the terrace and having a beer. And I am having one tonight. Yeah, exactly, Andre. Some people have got 2 or 3 prizes, and I've got them all in the office over there. My office is over there. They're all boxed up. They're all ready to go. Every time we give away more prizes, they go into the prize boxes. And I want them to come to you. I want you to enjoy these prizes. Okay, so leave it with me. I'm going to work out how to get down there for a day, maybe a Saturday, and then I'll run home and do the quiz because I've got good internet here in the evening. So we'll work it out. Right, we are approaching start time. Remember, it's 50 back-to-back questions. We have thoroughly checked them. We hope we have made no mistakes. I know there's a lot of rock fans out there that will pick up on us straight away if we have. 50 back-to-back questions with a 15-second period for you to answer. Please be quick. We are aware that some people, just a few people, had an issue with selecting multiple answer questions. I hope that doesn't happen again tonight. And again, we're really sorry. The MyQuiz guys cannot find a problem, but they are still looking at it because obviously a number of you said it, so it must be happening. But just tap away. Look at them, know which ones you want to press and do them really quickly. I'm told that means there's never, ever a problem if you do that. All right, 30 seconds in between each question and we will just have a whole ton of fun. We've got around 110 of you that are signed in. Yeah, I guess it was my birthday yesterday. It sucked. It was boring. I didn't do anything, but thank you, Alina. I might well do some beers on a terrace at some point in the coming weeks. We'll see. All right, so people are still signing in. I feel really bad starting, but we are at 8 o'clock. Loads of people always sign in at the last second. It's always a bit annoying. Oh, I should say, I did promise you that everything would look different on the screens. Believe me, Addy and I have been working together to make it look cool. And the absolute truth is that we've done so much cool stuff that I've had to get a new computer, which is actually coming from Addy, because we're going to move everything onto a desktop instead of the laptop which I am using. Even though I've got a lovely, powerful little laptop, it just could not cope with all the cool stuff that we're trying to do in terms of presentation. So you've just got the normal stuff that we've built up over the last couple of months. We're hoping from next Saturday at the latest, we will have our whole new presentation and it will all look lovely and sparkly and pretty and what have you. All right. I think that's it. 114, 115 of you signed in, thereabouts. If people come in late, so be it. We will head over to my quiz. Good luck, everybody. Let's rock, right? And let's get on with it. So, my quiz, here we come. Wrong screen. Let's go here. And let's go here. Good luck. Away you go. We'll head over to our game screen, and here comes your first question. Which classic rock band was composed of Robert Plant, Jimmy Page, John Paul Jones, and John Bonham? Your options are the Beatles, Pink Floyd. Ooh, what's going on there? The Beatles, Pink Floyd, Led Zeppelin, and the Eagles. All right, correct answers are in. Led Zeppelin, 84.3% of you getting that one right. Not too tricky to kick you off this evening. We're going to give you a couple of easy ones just at the start. Well done, Shumi, getting the first question right. My mouse suddenly stopped working, and I do not know why, but that's all right. I can do it manually. Shumi in the lead, then Dan, then Vladka, then Simo, then Firth of fifth in fifth place. All right, nice easy one to kick you off. It's weird not having my mouse. What's going on? Here comes question number 2. What country are the Scorpions from? Are they from Sweden, Germany, the Netherlands, or the UK? What country are the Scorpions from? Sweden, Germany, the Netherlands, or the UK? All right, your time is up. Germany is the correct answer. We're just easing you in with a couple of nice easy ones here at the beginning. They are indeed a German band. Vladka goes to the top on 14 points. Shumi has 13. Hummingbird 12. Dan has 12. You two are tied and you are separated because of who answered either correctly or, if you both answered correctly, who answered the quickest. So Hummingbird just ahead of Dan, and then Bula, who I have a sneaky feeling is a big music fan. Could be dangerous tonight. He has 11 points. It looks like he does, Stefan. Next question. In 1991, which band was thrown out of their own album launch party after they started a mass food fight? Was it Nirvana, Smashing Pumpkins, Guns N' Roses, or the Motley Crue? That is not an accurate photo, I will say that. That's not the band in the picture. And the correct answer here is Nirvana. A real split across the answers here. Not too sure, most of you, but 32.8% getting it right. Yon goes straight into the lead with that question. 18 points. Shumi, you're still there. 18 points. You are tied at the top. Verbal Kint, 16 points. Mrs. John, 15. Bubes and Roses, you have 15 points. Great team name tonight. Well done for you. Yeah, it was for the launch of... Never mind. They got kicked out. Silly boys. Next question, number 4. Look at the picture and please name the band. Is that Muse, Arctic Monkeys, The Killers, or The Darkness? Muse, The Arctic Monkeys, Killers, or The Darkness? Saturday night, so I do hope a few of you are having a beer or a wine or gin or whatever. Jack Daniels would be a good one tonight, wouldn't it? Maybe. Arctic Monkeys is the correct answer. 68.8% of you getting it right. Shumi really loving his music tonight and proving it early on. 23 points into the lead clear. Bubes and Roses moves up into second. But look at this. We've got Bubes and Roses, Teo, Alexandra and Isoletta Mobila. You've all got 20 points. You are all simply separated by who answered that previous question the quickest. So being quick does pay off, both for bonus points and, of course, for going ahead of someone when you're tied. Number 5. What was the name of Joan Jett's first band? Badfinger, The Runaways, Golden Earring, or The Voidoids? Badfinger, The Runaways, Golden Earring, or The Voidoids? Okay, so these questions, I think they're getting trickier. Let's have a look. Maybe not. The Runaways is the correct answer. 79% of you getting this one, you clever people. So Shumi still leading the way, but Firth of fourth, catching up a little bit. Just 2 points now, 2 points behind. 26. Dan comes into the top 3 with 25. Yulia P has 25. And Jamie, good evening to you. Haven't seen you in the top 5 for a while, but maybe music is your thing. 25 points. Pubes and Roses. Would have been a good team name, I suppose. No. Bubes. You can see it yourself. In their most recent lineup, how many of the 4 members of Van Halen had the surname Van Halen? 0, 1, 2, or 3? Okay, so the picture you see is them in their heyday. It's not necessarily how they are today. 0, 1, 2, or 3. How many of them have the surname Van Halen? 3 of them is the correct answer, and just 9.7% of you getting this one right. The only person that doesn't is David Lee Roth, the lead singer. It's because they have Eddie's son Wolfgang is playing bass now. So just 3 of you getting that right. Shumi gets it. Firth of fifth gets it. Silviu comes into the top 5. Well done. Alf in the top 5 as well, and Andre into the top 5 as well. So lots of new names. This is good. We want this to continue. Here comes question number 7. Which actress appeared in the videos for the Aerosmith songs Crying, Amazing and Crazy at the start of her career? Was it Gwyneth Paltrow, Liv Tyler, Sarah Michelle Gellar or Alicia Silverstone? Okay, one of them did in all of them, but which one? Alicia Silverstone is the correct answer. Lots of you going for Liv Tyler there, but Liv Tyler was only in one video. Alicia Silverstone was in all of them. All of them. Liv Tyler, she was only in Crazy. So, great question for Shumi, who has 41 points now with a clear lead over Alf 12. Who has 35. Baby Ewok for the first time into the top 5, 31. Further 5th, 31. And Bubes and Roses still hanging around on 50. Come on now, Alina. Be careful. Next question. It's a multiple answer question. Which of these 3 musicians are or were lead singers? Liam Gallagher, Chris Cornell, Kirk Hammett, Pete Townsend or Brandon Flowers? So select 3 of them that are or were lead singers. Okay, correct answers: Liam Gallagher, Chris Cornell and Brandon Flowers. Brandon Flowers is the lead singer of The Killers. Chris Cornell was Soundgarden and Audioslave. Liam Gallagher, Oasis and his own band Beady Eye. Metallica and The Who, Pete Townsend and Kirk Hammett, their guitarists. All right, what did that do? Shumi, great question. 56 points, leading Teo, Fur for 5th, Andrea and Skutu both coming into the top 5. Well done. Here is your next question. Okay, so the picture in the previous question showed the current lead singer of which band? REO Speedwagon, Foreigner, Journey or Duran Duran? Were you paying attention? We've done this before. Yeah, we're being tricky tonight. So that previous picture, you can see some of it. Journey is the correct answer here. 36.3% of you getting that one right. It's Arnel Pineda who joined as the lead singer in 2007. There's a great documentary on the way that he came in and took over. It's really, really cool. Shumi really knowing his stuff tonight. 61 points. Teo, 52. Fur for 5th, 46. Mrs. John, 45. Mihai into the top 5. You also have 45. So Shumi setting the early pace here. Keep it going. Here's number 10. Which of these is not the name of a fairly well-known rock band? Fountains of Wayne, Puddle of Mud, Groping for Gertrude, Bowling for Soup. Andre, we knew that someone would say that. You cannot say that Journey is not a rock band. What would you call them? Really? Groping for Gertrude is the correct answer. 46.4%. Getting it right. Shumi, the gap closes on you ever so slightly. 66 points. Then to Teo on 57. Yulia P comes into third place on 51. Fur for 5th, 51 points. And Bula back into the top 5 is on 50. Andre. It is lame music, but they're a rock band. There's no two ways about it. Just because you don't like them doesn't make them a rock band. Here's your next question, number 11. In which country would you find Freddie Mercury's birthplace today? India, Tanzania, South Africa or Kenya? India, Tanzania, South Africa or Kenya? Andre, you're the first person to say something. We know that people are going to say that some of these questions are not rock, but we feel that they are. All right, Tanzania is the correct answer. He was born in Zanzibar at the time. It's now part of Tanzania, and Lozy getting it 80.6%, getting it right. And so Shumi still leading the way, but not having it all his own way. The gap is just 8 points now. 71 points then to Teo on 63. Fur for 5th. And Yulia still tied on 56. And Bula is still there in 5th place on 55. Andre picks up a bonus. Well done, mate. Here's number 12. The winning song of Eurovision 2018, Toy by Netta, faced a lawsuit for plagiarising which song? Was it Seven Nation Army, Smoke on the Water, Smells Like Teen Spirit or We Will Rock You? I think you all know my views on the song Toy by Netta. We've spoken about it before. Seven Nation Army by the White Stripes is the correct answer, and quite how you can do such a terrible piece of music when you are plagiarising quite openly Seven Nation Army, I don't know. Jack White actually now has a writing credit on Toy by Netta because it was proven that she had basically copied it. Shumi 76, Teo closing the gap 70, Yulia P 61, Fur for 5th 61, Anchor into the top 5, well done, 60 points. Next question. Which Pink Floyd album features the track Welcome to the Machine, The Division Bell, Wish You Were Here, The Wall, or Dark Side of the Moon? So do you know your Pink Floyd? Let's find out. Time is up, and the correct answer here is my favourite Pink Floyd album, one of my favourite albums ever, Wish You Were Here. 35.5% of you getting that right, which is the majority, but there's a real spread of these answers here. People not too sure. Shumi gets it though. He really is doing quite well at the moment. 81 points. Teo, 75. Yulia P, 66. You're still tied with the Firth of Fifth on 66. Vladka coming back into the top 5 with 65 points. We have a nice competitive quiz tonight. Here we go. Next question. In early 2020, which song became the first by an Irish band to reach 1 billion views on YouTube? With or Without You, The Boys Are Back in Town, Fairy Tale of New York, or Zombie? We're not comparing, Andre. It's not a competition. It literally is a competition, isn't it? But you know. Thank you, Mihai. I'm with you on that one, brother. Zombie by the Cranberries is the correct answer. 46.7% of you getting it right. If you're interested, that is Skyforger in the picture. They are a metal band that perform with traditional Irish folk music instruments, which is pretty cool. Shumi, 86 points. Teo, 80. Yulia P, 71. Firth of Fifth, 71. Vladka, 70. I had a little listen to these guys, Skyforger, and they're absolutely superb. They really are. Look them up. Highly recommended. Number 15. It's a karaoke question. Look at the picture. These bizarre lyrics are from a well-known song by which band? Red Hot Chili Peppers, Oasis, Sum 41, or Depeche Mode? Primordial black metal from Ireland. Interesting. Okay, so... yeah, look, loads of you getting it. 59.5% recognise it's the Red Hot Chili Peppers and give it away. Shumi, 91. Great question for you because Teo gets it wrong. You now have an 11-point lead. Vladka jumps to third place. He's tied with Bula. And then there's Dan on 71. What's the name of the Mongolian metal band that use traditional instruments? You know the one, right? Someone's going to know the name of that band. They're amazing. We'll look them up. Here's your next question, 16. What was known for being the favourite drink of the Motorhead frontman Lemmy? Guinness, Aperol Spritz, Jack Daniels and Coke, or rum and blackcurrant? Guinness, Aperol Spritz, Jack Daniels and Coke, or rum and blackcurrant? Time is up. The correct answer here is C, Jack Daniels and Coke, and loads are getting it, 67.2. When he died, sadly, in 2015, this is really cool, there was an internet petition which gained a lot of weight where they wanted to rename a Jack Daniels and Coke a Lemmy officially in his honour. It didn't get through, sadly. Shumi, 96, Teo, 85, Vladka, 80, Bula, 80, Dan, 76. Yes, The Who. They are amazing, Mihai. We need to promote them more. Aren't they great? Well done, Matt, picking up the bonus. Good man. Here's your next question, number 17. Which of these musicians is the drummer of Green Day? Sid Vicious, Trey Cool, Randy Rhoads, or Travis Barker? Trust Matt Ball to get 3 bonus points on a alcohol-related question. Nah, Aperol, we're just being silly, Alina. Andre knows The Who as well. We've got to promote The Who more. They're amazing. Trey Cool, 42.3% of you getting it right. Sid Vicious was the Sex Pistols. Randy Rhoads played guitar with Ozzy Osbourne. Travis Barker is the drummer from Blink 182. Shumi becomes the first player to break 100 points. Well done, you, mate. 101. Still being chased by Teo, who's 11 points behind on 90. Then it's 5 points back to Bula and Vladka, and Dan still holding on to 5th place. Oh, right. Interesting, Vlad. Next question, number 18. In 2004, Linkin Park collaborated with which rapper on their EP Collision Course? Eminem, Jay-Z, Ice Cube, 50 Cent. Are they Chinese? Right, okay. From the inner... Of all the things I thought we'd be doing tonight, I didn't think we'd be talking about Mongolian metal, but totally deserves to be spoken about, right? Jay-Z is the correct answer here. 76.4% of you getting it right. Shumi, unstoppable at the moment, 106 points. Teo, 95. Vladka, 90. Bula, 90. Yulia P, back into the top 5 with 89. But the top 4 are not getting many wrong here, so bonus points could be incredibly important, as could the multiple answer questions when they pop up. So be careful with your answers. Get these ones right. Can anyone catch Shumi? Let's have a look. Number 19. Not including greatest hits compilations, which band has the second most successful album of all time worldwide after Michael Jackson's Thriller? AC/DC, The Beatles, Guns N' Roses or Metallica? AC/DC, The Beatles, Guns N' Roses or Metallica? So time is up. So the biggest selling album in history, as I think most of you know, is by the Eagles, but studio album, it's AC/DC, second to Michael Jackson. Back in Black is the second highest album of all time by some margin. Most of you going for the Beatles there, but AC/DC is the correct answer, and that's a good one for Shumi. He moves up a little bit. Teo gets it wrong. Vladka moves on to 97 into second, pushing Teo into third. Dan moves into fourth, and Bula down to fifth. Here's number 20. In which European city did David Bowie famously record 3 albums, including Heroes? Was that Barcelona, Paris, Liverpool or Berlin? Barcelona, Paris, Liverpool or Berlin? Where did Bowie record 3 of his most famous albums? Time is up. What have you gone for? The correct answer is Berlin. 68% of you getting it right. And Shumi is just... nothing is phasing this man. This is his night, maybe. 118 points from Vladka, 105. Teo breaks 100 points. You have 100 exactly. Dan, 97. And Bula still down in 5th place on 95. Okay, so Shumi with a 13-point lead. But as we've seen with these quizzes, that is not enough to claim the win yet. Anyone could still win. Here's the next question, number 21. Little Richard fired which musician from his band because they refused to wear the band uniform? Was it Tina Turner, Jimi Hendrix, Prince or Aretha Franklin? It's not one. No, it's Thriller by Michael Jackson. Jimi Hendrix is the correct answer. Obviously, he went on to become one of the world's greatest ever guitarists, if not the greatest, but at the time he wasn't famous and they kicked him out. 63.9% of you getting it right. Shumi 123, Vladka 110, Teo getting it 105, Bula moves up a place, 100 points, and Dan hanging around in 5th on 97. Yeah, he did all right. It didn't affect him too much, did it, Matt? Okay, next question, number 22. Who's older, Paul McCartney or Keith Richards? Paul McCartney or Keith Richards? Yeah, Back in Black, it outsold it by a long way. We can show you the numbers, if you like, later on. Okay, so Paul McCartney or Keith Richards, which of those two is the oldest? Paul McCartney is the correct answer here. 67.5% of you getting it right, even though Keith Richards looks, as though he should be getting a telegram from the Queen. That's what you get when you're 100. Paul McCartney is older. He was born in 42. Keith Richards born in 43. Shumi maintaining his 13-point lead. Vladka, Bula moving up to 3rd. Teo 105 tied with Bula. Dan still in 5th place, but you're through 100 points. Well done. Here's your next question coming up. First letter question. Frank Beard is the drummer for which band? SWY or Z? SWY or Z? Mihai, I don't think you're right, mate. Both James and I researched this. Anyway, we'll have a look at it. Z is the correct answer. ZZ Top, despite his name, is the only person in the band to not have a long beard. He has got a little bit of a beard these days, just a little bit. So we can't say he doesn't have a beard, but he hasn't got the long beard. Anyway, ZZ Top is the correct answer. Shumi 133, Vladka 120, Bula 113, Teo 110. Poor old Dan still in 5th place, doing his best here, but he can't get out of 5th. 107. So we're approaching halfway, 23 questions down. Here comes question number 24. Multiple answers. Select the 3 acts that have played the Super Bowl halftime show. Bon Jovi, Guns N' Roses, Bruce Springsteen, Red Hot Chili Peppers, The Rolling Stones. Tricky question. So lots of rock acts there, but only 3 of them have actually played during the Super Bowl. Which 3? This could shake things up at the top. Let's have a look. Bon Jovi, no. Guns N' Roses, no. Bruce Springsteen, Red Hot Chili Peppers, The Rolling Stones, they have all performed during the halftime show. Shumi 135, Dan 122, Vladka 121. Great question for Dana, who comes into the top 5 on 116. Bula drops down to 5th. So there you go. One of those questions. I don't know. I haven't got time to look at it, Juana, but we have got James. James, can you look it up? Because we both researched that question. Look up the best-selling albums. Thanks, mate. Next question, number 25. Which band got its name from a book about psychedelic drugs by Aldous Huxley? The Doors, The Grateful Dead, Jefferson Airplane, or Black Sabbath? The Doors, The Grateful Dead, Jefferson Airplane or Black Sabbath? Another tricky question, another tough one. 38.2% of you getting it right, though. Impressive stuff. It was indeed The Doors. It was based on the book called The Doors of Perception about Huxley's psychedelic experience under the influence of mescaline. Shumi stretching away slightly, 14 points over Vladka, 126. Bula, 123. Dan, 122. And Dana, 121. James, if you could help me, mate, I know you're watching. Could you just have a look and get the information on the second best-selling album of all time? That would be great. Thank you very much. Much appreciated. Number 26, the intro of the Beatles song All You Need Is Love features the national anthem of which country? UK, Italy, France, USA. UK, Italy, France or USA? Time is up. And it's France, yeah. 55% of you getting this one right. You're going to kick yourselves when you go back and listen to it. You'll remember it, I'm sure. So, yeah, France is the correct answer. And Shumi gets it right, but the gap closes ever so slightly because Vladka gets a bonus. 133 to 145 there. Bula moving into third place and holding on to third place on 128. Dan, you're out of fifth and up to fourth. Well done, you, 127. Dana still in the top five with 126. So we are still very, very close. We're over halfway. Here's number 27. Which of these bands does not have a band member who's also a famous Hollywood actor? 30 Seconds to Mars, The Hollywood Vampires, Bullet for My Valentine or 30 Odd Foot of Grunts? Thanks, James. Maybe post it on our Facebook page because I looked at the same information that you sent me. So which of those doesn't have a famous Hollywood celebrity? The correct answer is Bullet for My Valentine. Jared Leto is in 30 Seconds to Mars. Johnny Depp is in The Hollywood Vampires, who played here just a couple of years ago. Russell Crowe is in 30 Odd Foot of Grunts. Well done if you got that one right. Slightly tricky, but Shumi is still out in the lead. It's now a 17-point gap back to one of our best players ever, Bula, 133. Tied with Vladka, 133. Dan, 132. Dana, 131. Still close. Here's number 28. As well as lead vocals, which instrument did Sting play in The Police? Bass guitar, drums, lead guitar or keyboards? Bass guitar, drums, lead guitar, keyboards. I think lots of you are going to get this. Yeah, pretty good. 62.5% he plays the bass, famously plays the bass. Shumi 155. Your distance ahead is just going up and down, your margin of lead here. But you've got 155. But look at Dan, he's finally got out of fifth. He got up to fourth. He's now into second on 140 points. Vladka drops down to third on 138. Dana up into fourth on 136. And Bula drops down to fifth with 133. So that question really did shake things up. Here comes number 29. It's an old photo. Look at the picture. It's the lead singer of which band? Metallica, Bon Jovi, Foo Fighters or Iron Maiden? Metallica, Bon Jovi, Foo Fighters or Iron Maiden? And your time is up. Bon Jovi is the correct answer here. 37.7% of you recognising that is John Bon Jovi from his high school yearbook. So did that change things? Well, it did slightly. Shumi, though, still with his lead. 15 points ahead of Dan, who's holding on to second, 140. Vladka third, 138. He's now with Bula on 138, tied. And Dana drops down, but still very much in touch, into fifth on 136. Okay, here's your next question, number 30. The four members of which band all have the surname Followill? Kings of Leon, Kaiser Chiefs, The Cure or The Ramones? And that was the best picture that we could find for the term follow Will. That is how he would look at you if you were following him, obviously. All right, let's see how you've answered. The correct answer here is the Kings of Leon, who played in Bucharest 2 or 3 years ago as well. I was there. It was very good-ish. It was all right. Wasn't bad. Kings of Leon, yeah. They're Caleb, Nathan, Jared and Matthew, the names of the band members. Shumi, not getting too much wrong here. 162. Dan, 145. Bula, 143. Vladka, 143. And Dana, 141. So this 5 have been there for a while. Can anybody else get into the top 5? And more importantly, can anybody catch Shumi? Here's number 31. In 2013, who became the first band to do a live concert in Antarctica? Was it AC/DC, Slayer, Pantera or Metallica? Nothing wrong with the Lighthouse family, Matt. One of my favourite jokes in the Phoenix Nights TV show was about the Lighthouse family. That's just me and Matt that's having that conversation. No one else will understand it, I doubt. Metallica is the correct answer. They also became the very first band to play on all 7 continents in the same year. 54.5% of you getting it right. And, Shumi still out in front. 167. Dan 153, Vladka 150 gets a speed bonus though, and so breaks away from Bula, who's 1 point behind on 149. Dana still there in 5th on 146. Next question, number 32. Look at the picture. This band received praise from Paul Simon after they released a cover of which song in 2015? Bridge Over Troubled Water, Mrs. Robinson, The Sound of Silence, You Can Call Me Al. Bridge Over Troubled Water, Mrs. Robinson, The Sound of Silence, or You Can Call Me Al. What song did they cover? 66.7% of you knowing that it is The Sound of Silence that is disturbed in the picture. And The Sound of Silence, their version is just, it's extraordinary, absolutely extraordinary. He actually, in what was meant to be a private conversation, told the lead singer, basically, it's your song now, which was an incredible thing, right, to hear from one of the greatest singer-songwriters in history. Shumi still ahead, 167, Vladka, Dan, Bula and Dana making up our top 5. Next question, number 33. The Black Keys are unusual in that they don't use which instrument that rock bands almost always have? Drums, vocals, lead guitar or bass guitar? Is someone getting into trouble for talking about the Lighthouse family? I do like it, Vlad. I mean, the original is untouchable, but the cover, I think, is beautiful. Bass guitar is the correct answer. 27% of you getting it right. They have a drummer and a lead guitar. That's literally all they use. A bit like the White Stripes. We were going to add the White Stripes into that question. We felt that was too easy. So bass guitar is the correct answer. And Shumi, whoa, things are closing up here. Vladka gets it right. Dan gets it right. And they have closed the gap. You've now only got a 4-point lead. Bula and Dana making up our top 5 still. But Shumi, your lead has gone. Here's your next question. 34. The Foo Fighters get their name from a term used by the US Air Force in the 1940s. What does it actually mean? Enemy planes, catering staff, UFOs or parachutes? Is somebody slapping the bass? I had to do that tonight, right? At some point. Slapping the bass. UFOs is the correct answer. 45.2% of you getting it right. Yeah, fighter pilots in the US Army in the 40s, when they saw something they couldn't explain, they referred to them as Foo Fighters. So Shumi fighting back, getting one right, 172, but you've only got a 4-point lead over Vladka, 168. He's then 5 points ahead of Dan in third on 163, Bula 159, Dana 156. Ooh. Here's your next question, number 35. Which of these lines are not in the lyrics of Creep by Radiohead? I want a perfect body, I want a perfect soul, I want to have control, I want to rock and roll. Excuse me. All right. Your time is up. I'm waiting for someone to say Radiohead aren't rock next. Yeah. I want to rock and roll is the correct answer. Everybody loves Creep by Radiohead. Yeah. 90.3% of you recognising that is not a line in the song. Shumi gets it right, but Vladka picks up a points bonus there and he closes the gap ever so slightly. It's just 3 points at the top now. Dan 168, Bula 164, Dana 161. So same top 5 for a while, but boy, we are very, very close all of a sudden. We still have 15 to go. Here is your next question. Which famous song was written by the actor Jon Voight's brother? Wild Thing, Lust for Life, Don't Fear the Reaper, or We Will Rock You? Obviously that means it's Angelina Jolie's uncle as well. So, which song did he write? Wild Thing, Lust for Life, The Reaper, Don't Fear the Reaper, We Will Rock You. Tricky question, but the majority getting it. Wild Thing by the Trogs. That is Chip Taylor, the songwriter. 39% of you, the majority getting it. Very, very impressive. Shumi gets it. Keeps his lead, 183. Vladka, he gets it, 180, but Dan doesn't. He drops back slightly, but he's still in third place, 168. Bula, fighting back. He's on to 164. Teo, we finally get someone else coming in to the top 5. He is on 163. Here comes number 37. Which of these is not a song by Rammstein? Du hast, Ich will, America, Ich lieb dich. Oh, do you hear my German accent? Come on then, which of those is not a song by Rammstein? Ich liebe dich is the correct answer, which means I love you in German, and obviously Rammstein are not that well known for their love songs. Well done if you got it, and look at this, Vladka gets it, and not only that, but he picks up speed bonuses, and he goes tied with Shumi. That's how important a speed bonus can be. Vladka into the lead, but you're tied with Shumi. Dan fighting back, 173, Bula 170, Teo 168. Stefan, of course it's terrible. I'm English. I make no apologies. All right, number 38. As a teenager, the Metallica drummer Lars Ulrich wanted to follow in his father and grandfather's footsteps by playing which sport professionally? Tennis, ice hockey, handball or football? And there is the Funko Pop you could win tonight. He's very cool. I don't really want to give him away. Tennis is the correct answer. Yeah, his father, Torben, he actually reached the 1959 men's doubles at Wimbledon, but his grandfather was a professional player as well, and he really wanted to do it, but he just wasn't quite good enough in high school when he was going and taking part in tournaments. But anyway, Vladka, oh my God, he really does know his music. This is the guy that won Eurovision, remember? He's now clear in the lead, 193, Shumi 188, Dan fighting here, 181, Bula 175, Dana 173. Really close quiz now. Here's number 39. Which of these films featured a rock band called Wild Stallions? Was it Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventure, Wayne's World, School of Rock, or this is Spinal Tap? Warner, I mean, he is yin and yang, isn't he? He knows rock and he knows Eurovision. He just loves music. It's as simple as that. There is a sequel to it coming out, a third sequel to complete the trilogy. It is indeed Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventure, 42. Anyone get that? Maybe just my brother. 42.7% getting it right. Vladka then 198, Shumi 193, Dan 186, Bula 180, Dana 178. Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventure is one of the greatest movies ever made. I've said it. Go and watch it if you haven't seen it. George Carlin is in it as well. The late and amazing George Carlin. Next question, number 40. First letter question. Look at the picture. Which band released this album in 2003? Al, M, N or O? Al, M, N or O? Matt Ball saying that Bill and Ted is Keanu's best movie. Not Dude, Where's My Car? Was he in that one? No, that was Ashton Kutcher, right? Was it? Was he in that one? I don't know. No, he wasn't. M was the correct answer. M for Muse. That's Absolution, the album Absolution. Vladka moving out to a 8-point lead. 206 to Shumi 198. Dan 191. Dana into fourth 183. Bula 180. Dude, where's my movie knowledge? I'm trying to think of a really bad Keanu Reeves movie. He hasn't got many. Matrix 3? Don't know, maybe. Next question, number 41. Don't let me down, Alina. Which of these is not a song by AC/DC? She's Got Balls, Balls to the Wall, Got You by the Balls, or Big Balls? It's a balls of a question, that one. Come on, Alina. Come on now. You can do this. All right, your time is up. Balls to the Wall is the correct answer, although it has been performed by many bands, the title, the song Balls to the Wall. It's not by AC/DC. There is a band called Accept that performed it. So look at that. Vladka getting it wrong, Shumi getting it right, and they're tied again, 206 points. Oh, they both got it, but Shumi actually got a speed bonus, I think. Maybe? I don't know. Anyway, Dan, 196, Dana, 188, and the Family Turp come into the top 5 for the first time on 181. Good evening to you guys. Here's your next question, 42. The US rapper Post Malone recently did a lockdown concert where he covered songs by which band? Metallica, Queen, AC/DC, Nirvana. Constantine, thank you. That was a terrible Keanu movie. Time is up, and there was a massive clue in the picture if you were looking. Nirvana is the correct answer. He's wearing the dress that Kurt Cobain famously wore as well. 56.9% of you getting it. Shumi gets it, and he answered faster than Vladka, which means he goes back into the lead, but they are tied. Dan 201, Dana 193, Family Turp 187. Speed was all right. Now, Speed 2. Goodness me. He dodged a bullet there. Next question, number 43. Who is the only person to have been inducted into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame 3 times? Paul McCartney, Eric Clapton, Dave Grohl, or Ozzy Osbourne? I will say many bad words about Speed 2. Really? Time is up, and the correct answer here is Eric Clapton. He's been inducted 3 times. You can only be inducted if you're with a band or as a solo artist. Well, he was inducted as a solo artist, and then with the Yardbirds and with Cream. So he's the only person 3 times. 41.5% of you getting it. Vladka gets it, gets the speed bonus, goes into the lead again. 219, Shumi 216. It's just 10 points back to Dan on 206. Dana in 4th, 198, and the Family Turp 192. This is very, very close. Here comes your next question, number 44. Which Black Sabbath song was written and recorded in just 2 hours because the band needed something to fill the remaining 3 minutes of time on their upcoming album? Iron Man, Paranoid, Changes, or War Pigs? It's a long question, but it should be a simple answer. Iron Man, Paranoid, Changes, or War Pigs? The correct answer is Paranoid. Exactly half of you getting this, 50% of you. It became the title track for the album. It's now regarded as one of the greatest heavy metal songs of all time, and it was an afterthought. They had to come up with something just to complete the amount of time they had to hand in, and they did it, and it was Paranoid. Can you believe it? What a question for Vladka. 226, he's now got a 10-point lead. Shumi 216, but Danny's catching you up. He's on 211. Dana's there, and so is Family Turp. That's your top 5. Here comes number 45. What is the real surname of the Guns N' Roses guitarist Slash, Thames, Sane, Niall or Hudson? As my brother just pointed out, our 2 granddads were called Bill and Ted. That's pretty cool, isn't it? Actually, that is pretty cool. Yeah. All right, so what's the real surname of the Guns N' Roses guitarist Slash? The correct answer here is Hudson. They're all Rivers, of course, but Hudson, Saul Hudson is his full name. Vlad, what a run he's making. 2-3-1. He's left it to the right time here. 2-3-1. 10 points ahead of Shumi, but it's just 2 points back to Dan, who's got a lead over Dana, who's ahead of the Family Turp, who've got stuck on 197. We've got 5 questions to go, and one of them will be a tricky multiple answer question. That could change everything. So keep going. This is not over. 5 questions remain. Here's number 46. Look at the picture. What's the name of this man jamming with Elton John? Matthew, Mark, Luke or John? Matthew, Mark, Luke or John? Get it right, get it fast. Matthew, Mark, Luke or John? I expect a high number getting this one right. 43.1%. It's my man Mark Bolan, who I am named after. My mum named me after him because she was in love with him in 1975. Sadly died at the age of 29 in 1977 in Barnes, London, and he's one of my musical heroes. Mark is the correct answer. Vladka. Oh, he's been caught a little bit by Dan, who's now in second place. Shumi drops to third. Dana fourth. Family Turp break 200 points with 203. Oh, four questions to go. Number 47. Which of these is not one of the characters in the band Kiss? Starchild, Spaceman, Demon, Wolfman or Catman? 5 options here. One of them is not one of the characters in the band Kiss. Starchild, Spaceman, Demon, Wolfman or Catman? Just a 7-point lead at the top. Dan is really pushing here. He's going for it. Tough one here. Just 23.6% of you getting it right. There's also a Fox and an Ankh Warrior, but there's no Wolfman. And Dan now has gone into the lead. 231 points. He's tied with Vladka. 231. 10 points back to Shumi. 221. Dana 218. Family Turp 208. Oh my goodness. 3 questions remain. One of them is multiple answer. Oh, it's going to go down to the wire. Here's number 48. Which of these luxury brands or items is not mentioned in the lyrics of Hotel California by the Eagles? Pink Champagne, Mercedes-Benz Caviar or Tiffany? One of them is not in the lyrics, but which one? Getting it right is so important if you're in this top 5 now. Correct answer is Caviar, just 24.2% getting it. Dan gets it wrong. Vlad gets it right. He goes back into the lead, 236. Dan, 231. Shumi, 10 points back. Dana chasing that 3rd place, trying to win the book on 218. But Family Turp gets it right. And they pick up a bonus and go 216 points. Wow, this is so close. 20 points separate first from 5th. 2 questions remain. Here is your penultimate question. As well as being the singer of Iron Maiden, which of these jobs or vocations has Bruce Dickinson never done? Airline pilot, semi-professional fencer, vineyard owner, published author. I know, Matt, but it's so exciting. Okay, so which of those has Bruce Dickinson never done? A vineyard owner is the correct answer. He does brew beer, and they famously have the Trooper beer. Oh my goodness. We're down to the final question, and it's a tie between Vladka and Dan. Dana in third, Shumi in fourth, Family Terp in fifth. My goodness, your final question has 3 possible answers, 5 for each of them. Tap them quickly. Be careful. Good luck. It comes down to this final question. Select 3 acts that appeared at the first Woodstock Festival in 1969. The Who, Led Zeppelin, Grateful Dead, The Rolling Stones, Jimi Hendrix. Your winner will be decided by this last question. Pays to read the question, Vlad. Warner. The correct answers here are The Who, The Grateful Dead, and Jimi Hendrix. Led Zeppelin and the Rolling Stones did not perform at the very first Woodstock Festival, and we have a winner. What a quiz, Vladka. After all of that, it was so close, and then after all of that, Vladka finishes clear on 15 point gap at the top. Vlad, you are a winner tonight. You are a musical genius. This is the guy, remember, that won the Eurovision contest quiz by a huge margin. It came down to the last question tonight, though, so super close. Dan, mate, brilliant performance by you this evening. You were stuck outside the top 5, got into 5th, stayed there for ages, edged your way up, got into the lead, and just lost it at the end. Shumi, you were fighting for it as well, and you're just 2 points off of getting one of the dinner vouchers from Autorito. But well done you, mate, because you're going to get the book. And then your top 10 is made up with Teo. Dana gets 5th place. Ruxy, 6th place. Well done. Family Turp dropped down to 7th, but still a great performance. Hummingbird had 8th. Dada had 9th. And Julia came in 10th. Unlucky Mihai, unlucky Helena. They can be frustrating. They do cause stress, I know. But, we'll do a rock music one properly one day, where you can think about it and make sure you get them right. But how much fun was that? That was a great quiz, James. Well done to you. So let's cover the prizes that we're going to give away tonight, because tell us in the feed if you are a winner. So we start off then with Vlad and Dan, who will win vouchers for Autorito, 200 lei and 100 lei respectively. If you are looking to do a takeout tonight or whatever, please consider ordering from Autorito. Their food is glorious. I mean, when you get it, you will see why we rave about it, because we love them. They're a supporter of the charity that we support, and they support us. So please consider ordering from them. But well done, you two. You get prizes from them. And then here's some spot prizes. So third, we know, will be Shumi. Well done, mate. You have got the book, the Dave Grohl book. 25th place, you're going to get the Lars Ulrich Metallica Funko Pop. Please let us know who you are. We will be able to look at it in the report, but tell us in the feed so we can see now. 50th and 100th place as well. We have got the Ultimate Rock Quiz on DVD. They're good fun. As long as you can play DVD still, and I'm sure you can, you'll get that. Did you come 75th though? Because you're going to get the live series experience with Quest Mission. If you want to go and do this and you haven't won it, please go and have a look at questmission.com. Look them up on Facebook if you want to. Just go and have a look. And top Patreon. Now, I have got a funny feeling that Vlad, our winner, in fact, I'm sure of it, is a silver Patreon, which means not only does he get first place, he gets the top award for top silver or gold Patreon. Vlad, you are going to receive Eddie as your victory Funko Pop tonight for coming in first. Wow. Let's get rid of these little bits here, because we don't need that and we don't need that. So, all right, let's have a look over here and see if anybody is claiming any of these prizes. Let's see what you got to say. Matt pointing out that Bula dropped out. Bula did not finish in the top 10, which is rare, but he was there, wasn't he? It shows that he can be beaten. Lots of people saying he needs to have handicaps and stuff, but he doesn't. One question can change everything, absolutely everything. Alina's kicking herself by clicking a couple too hard. You do have to be quick, and you have to go and. What are you going to do? So Jamie got 25th. Jamie, 25th. I've forgotten what it was. Let's go and have a look. What was 25th? You've got Lars. Brilliant. Lars Ulrich, the Funko Pop is going to be yours. The Metallica Funko Pop is going to Jamie. Well done, you. Nothing for 57th. Nothing for 67th. Raluca has picked up 100th. Well done, Raluca. You're going to get one of the DVDs. It will go into the prize box, ready to be given over to you as soon as we possibly can. Make sure you all drop me a line, okay? Because I don't necessarily have your email addresses on the Patreon page, because you don't all put them on there. So thank you for telling us in the feed, but do tell us you give us your details, your phone number and your name when, if you can as well. We'll need Vlad and Dan to make sure they give us their phone number and their full details so we can sort out their prizes as well. Okay, so lots of you wanting to know what's going to happen for Wednesday. So it seems as though it's a hit, the idea of doing the random round. And I agree. I think it's a good idea. I think it shakes things up a little bit. So Dorinel, I spoke to him earlier, and he had a few ideas. But the one that he liked the most, and this is a lovely, lovely thing I think we can do, it's going to be stories you may have missed due to COVID. Okay, stories you may have missed due to COVID, which could be quite anything really, couldn't it? So stories you may have missed due to COVID. How cool will that be? So I'm guessing from mid-March, really, when we started going into lockdown, mid-March up until now, I will go and research and find 10 stories, whether they're major news stories, minor news stories, completely ridiculous launches, I don't know. I will go and search out stuff that's happened since we went into lockdown that has nothing to do with lockdown and COVID. All right, so great choice, Dorinel. That will be the guest round of 10 questions on Wednesday night. Lots of people saying, well done, it's a great quiz. So well done to you, James, for performing tonight and writing such a good quiz. And thank you to those of you that are off writing quizzes. I'm going to do it off the top of my head again. We have got a couple of new people doing some quizzes. So we have got Science to come. Science is on the cards. Breaking Bad. We haven't got anyone doing a Lord of the Rings one yet, but I know that people want a Lord of the Rings one. It will happen. Matt Ball is doing an Animal Planet one, and I have got some prizes for Animal Planet, Matt, so if you could hurry up with that would be great. We can do that very, very soon. The Tarantino quiz is coming as soon as the prizes arrive, because I am waiting for prizes on that one. And we have got an art quiz that's now being written, an art quiz, which should be good fun. I'm trying to get a few prizes that will maybe relate to that. Obviously, with lockdown, it's very difficult to get prizes, but maybe in the coming weeks, it might be easier for me to get out and actually go and physically buy stuff, because I am ordering them in from the UK and the USA, because I can get cooler stuff there. But they don't always arrive, which is quite frustrating. So I'm doing my best. I am doing my best. And as you saw tonight, we had some good prizes. I can't always promise they're going to be as good as that. Breaking Bad will be good. And I have got some really good Breaking Bad prizes that are on their way. Alina, Stephen King would be great. I'll do a whole quiz on Stephen King, but would you like to write it? There's the question. Would you like to turn your hand to writing it? If anybody would like to write a quiz on any subject, drop me a line. Make sure you do that so that I can tell you if anybody is already doing it, of course. Maybe you just want to write some general knowledge questions and give that a go. If you want to write some, you don't have to do the whole quiz. You can if you want. Maybe you want to write 10, 20 questions. Absolutely no problem. And I'll give you a shout out and we'll get you in and you can be a writer for the evening. All right, great fun. Thank you so much for lots of you that sent me a birthday message yesterday. It was much appreciated. You know, it wasn't much happening on my birthday because I couldn't really go out and do much, but I will try and have a beer with some of you in the coming weeks on the terrace at the Hop and Mojo, which will be opening up from the 1st of June. So make sure you get yourselves down there. They will be employing social distancing rules, so there's not a lot of room and you can only sit outside, obviously, but you will be able to get out. And when I finally find a time to come down and bring all the prizes there, maybe I'll be able to see some of you face to face and start handing them over. One of that would be a lovely idea, an entire true or false quiz where it's 50-50 on every single question. That would shake things up. If you want to write it, my dear, just let me know and we'll do it. That's a great idea. All right, everybody. Well done, James. Brilliant quiz. Really hope you enjoyed it. If you enjoyed this quiz, please tell your friends, because it would be lovely to get more. One, you can write 2 quizzes. It's fine. We would love to get more and more people playing. I'm going to be doing my charity quiz tomorrow. We had 240 people playing that last week in the UK, so that one's building. I'd love to get more of you playing this one. So do share the quiz with people. Tell them all about it, and let's see if we can get some more people playing throughout June, because, you know, the more the merrier. All right. Well done, everybody. Thank you for coming out. Well done again, James. And stay safe. And I'll see you on Wednesday, if not before. Cheers.